The Premier League fixtures are out. Real Madrid continue their shopping spree. Griezmann's future has been decided. Spurs might actually sign somebody. And we've got a roundup of all the day's transfer rumours. That and more coming up in the next few minutes as I am your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers and this is the Daily News. So first off, and to the release of the Premier League fixtures for next season. And it's Liverpool who will kick us off on the Friday night of the first weekend at home to Norwich. Elsewhere in the top six, and Arsenal face a trip to Newcastle. Spurs will host Aston Villa, newly promoted Aston Villa. Man City go to West Ham, and on the Sunday, a mammoth tie as Manchester United and Old Trafford will welcome Chelsea for the opening weekend. Elsewhere during the season, the 19th of October is a big date to look out for as Manchester United host Liverpool. Liverpool will also be playing City on the 9th of November. In early December, the first Manchester derby will take place as the Etihad will welcome Manchester United. Spurs will play against Chelsea on the 21st of December. The first North London derby at the new stadium will be at the end of April. And lastly but not least, there will be a title deciding week at the beginning of May, as within the space of 7 days, Liverpool will play both Arsenal and Chelsea, in which they will be hoping to end their title drought. To check all of your team's fixtures for the upcoming Premier League season, make sure to check the article in the Onefootball app. So next up, and to Real Madrid, who continue to rebuild after their dreadful season, and they've done it with Lyon fullback Ferland Mendy. For around £47 million, the Frenchman will be moving to the Bernabeu, as communicated yesterday by Real Madrid. This takes their summer spending to over £300 million. And if you want to see how I think they'll line up next season, well, you can always check out the video in the link in the description. That's from yesterday's video, which I made on their potential starting 11. It features all the new players like Luka Jovic, Eden Hazard, Eder Militao, and one or two familiar faces. As to what this means for Marcelo, well, we told you last week that the club actually let him decide his own future. If he wants to stay under Zinedine Zidane, that's absolutely fine. He's still a fantastic player. But if he wants to move, and it looks like Juventus is a real possibility, he can also do that as well. It's definitely the kind of respect that he's earned after a fantastic career at Real Madrid. But from one side of Madrid to the other, and to Atletico Madrid, where Antoine Griezmann looks to be heading to Barcelona. This is because the Atletico Madrid president has admitted in an interview that they've known since March that he's going to be playing in Barca. Now, this is stark contrast to what Griezmann said after being part of France's fallen victory over Andorra on Wednesday afternoon, when he said that, who knows, in a few weeks they'll have more information, but he may even find his future lies outside of La Liga. It's obvious that this is just a massive bluff, and it also leads to the fact that if the president has known since March, the rumours are true that Griezmann did sign a pre-contract agreement with Barcelona a few months ago. Despite recent reports that the whole Barcelona squad have vetoed the signing of Griezmann, it looks like the Frenchman will eventually join up with the rest of them at the Nou Camp. And next up to another massive signing, and Spurs could actually sign somebody for the first time in about 19 months. Since splashing $25 million on Lucas Moura at the end of January 2018, Spurs have brought in no first-team players, but that could come to an end with Lyon's Tanguy Ndombele. Now, the French midfielder has had a fantastic season, especially in games against Manchester City in the Champions League. This led to City inquiring about his availability, as have Man United, as have Juventus. But it looks like Spurs, who have been tracking the midfielder as a replacement for Dembele for a few years, may just pip the other teams to the post. For around £70 million, they could get their man. But Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy, being Daniel Levy, wants to settle for around $50 million. If they do manage to put off this deal, it'll be pretty impressive for the 22-year-old. Now that Dembele has eventually moved to China, Spurs have a gaping Dembele-sized hole, so why not get Ndombele to fill in that? Of course, this isn't a definite deal just yet, and it's apparent that the clubs have only just opened talks and everything still needs to be decided. But rumour has it that Spurs are offering him an incredible deal, which will see him one of the best paid players at the club and really launch him into a new era of wages, big splashing the cash, and of course, it's going to be because of their new stadium. If this doesn't work out, apparently they've also got an eye on Youri Tielemans, but then again, so does every other top club. It looks like Ndombele and Tielemans are literally on every club's transfer list when it comes to exciting new midfielders. So lastly but not least, we come to a roundup of all the day's transfer rumours. First off, Mino Raiola has denied that he flew into Paris to seal a deal for his client Matthijs de Ligt for around £10 million per year with PSG. AC Milan are interested in Liverpool centre-back Dejan Lovren, but will have to pay $25 million. And Liverpool are also interested in bringing Nabil Fekir to the club 1 year after his failed deal. They don't want to pay the $53 million they agreed on last summer, however. And lastly but not least, Kyle Walker, the reigning Premier League champion with Manchester City, is looking to extend his contract at the Sky Blues until 2022. So will Spurs actually sign somebody this summer, and how long until we see Griezmann in a Barcelona shirt? Let me know of your thoughts on the Daily News down below in the comment section. Smash the like button whilst you're down there. there. And you can also click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.